Hey guys, welcome back to the J2O channel. And in today's video, I'm mainly just going to talk about attackers. Obviously there's not been much news that's come out today based on what I've seen in terms of reports today and stuff like that, little snippets here and there. And it's just maybe a couple things in terms of just the attack today I just want to talk about from that's maybe been reported a couple of days ago and etc, and even has been reported today. So if you do enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications for my social media down below. And yeah, let's get into it straight away. So the first guy I want to talk about, Neymar Jr. You see it in the title, you saw it in the thumbnail as well. Could it happen? Is it a possibility? And I'm going to tell you guys why I genuinely believe Neymar to Chelsea is a possibility. The first thing I just want to say is, obviously, RMC Sport and I think another journalist who works for them came out today saying Neymar is now considering leaving Paris Saint-Germain this summer, with Chelsea, Manchester United and Newcastle, the three clubs that who are able to finance a potential deal for the PSG guy. PSG guy, I mean, he's a world-class player and I'm calling him a PSG guy. I mean, how dare me? That's just disrespectful. But, for the superstar, the Brazilian superstar, Neymar Jr. And look, guys, he's 30 years old. Obviously, he went to PSG for 222 million euros back in 2017. So that was 5 years ago. It was the biggest transfer in history. And look, I think it's been one of those ones where you could argue he hasn't lived up to the price tag. He probably hasn't. I mean, 222 million is a lot of money. You would have said he lived up to it if PSG would have won a Champions League. He's had injury problems over there. The fans have booed him. They've loved him. They've disrespected him. Obviously, recently, when PSG crashed out of the Champions League, him and Messi got booed ridiculously, which I thought was a disgrace in my opinion. You don't do that to your players. That fan base is just spoiled, absolutely spoiled in my opinion. I thought sometimes Chelsea fans were spoiled, or maybe Man City fans, but they're the worst out the lot if we're gonna keep things real. But let's just stick to the topic. Neymar Jr. Look, when it comes to Neymar, right? Obviously, people will say his injury concerns, the fact that he's old, the fact that his wages, he's earning way too much money. So I come to propose to you guys. If we're so concerned about the injury concerns or the wages or his age, then why can't we try a loan? Because when I think about it, as much as I would love to do a permanent with Neymar, absolutely, if it was down to me, I'd do a permanent with Neymar all day long. But I have to be realistic here. And even talk about Neymar going to Chelsea, is that even realistic? Like I said, I personally think it is, because when you think about it, the reports came out and said only Chelsea could finance a deal alongside Manchester United, but they would have to sell Ronaldo, and Newcastle could finance a deal. Those are the only three clubs that could actually finance a deal for Neymar. Now, he's not going to go Newcastle. That's just impossible. And I kind of feel sorry for Newcastle, because they've been linked to every top player, and realistically, they're not going to go to Newcastle. They're a project. They're going to be building slowly. So yeah, we'll see what happens with them. When it comes to Manchester United, it's likely that Ronaldo stays. And by the way, can we just talk about the Ronaldo links to Chelsea last night? Let's just put that down in the drain, down in the water, flush it, move on. You get me? Like, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, people talk about he's 37. He's 37 and he's finished. I'm sorry, he's finished. I don't care if he scored 24 goals last season. He's done. He's done. Okay, he is literally a goal poacher. He's a fox in the box. And I'm sorry, unless you're creating chances for him, we are not doing anything with him up front. In my opinion, he's 37, guys. No, that's just me in it. So yeah, unless my eye to Ronaldo, it's not gonna happen with Neymar. So when it comes to Chelsea, think about it. Todd Bowley wants. If there's one thing Americans love, right? Whether you think Todd Bowley is gonna be good for us or not, if there's one thing I know Americans love, especially the rich ones, money. They love the peas, fam. And you may be concerned about maybe the potential transfer fee we may have to pay for Neymar, or the wages we may have to pay for Neymar, which is why I'm considering, or I'm proposing to you guys, a loan. Think about it from this point of view. It'd be a statement signing, right? Shirt sales would go to the roof, yeah? Neymar is taking that number 10 off Pulisic. Pulisic's going back to number 22, and we're cooking, yeah? And the shirt sales for Neymar, oh my God, the cash coming in, bro, we'll be making that money back quicker than you think, brother. Yeah? And then on top of that, more people will watch Chelsea, more people in general will watch the Premier League because a franchise player, a superstar, a guy who's top three in his position in terms of he's a generational talent. Like, he's probably the second most talented player that you've seen behind Messi. If you're talking pure talent, he's the second most talented player, yeah, that I have ever seen, personally, me. So think about what a signing like this could even do for the Premier League and Todd Bowley, bruv. He increases our social media following. He's the third most followed player on Instagram. And I think in general social media, in terms of if you combine all the numbers, he's the third most followed footballer on social media, obviously behind Ronaldo and Messi. So even from a financial point of view, you may be worried about the wages, but this is a superstar signing. It's a statement signing. Like I said, Todd Bowley likes the big name, yeah, the franchise, sort of the main man. That's what he wants to do, and I think that's what he wants as well. You know, not Declan Rice. I mean, he may want Declan Rice, but I'm seeing people tell me Declan Rice is a statement signing. No, he's not. If you a statement signing for me is supposed to be a player that is top three in his position, has got bare clout, like I'm talking clout. The PR is crazy, and he has got to be a world class player. Neymar is in all those things. You can't name me three left wingers better than Neymar. Impossible. In fact, he's number one. He's number one. I don't care if he's had injury problems. I don't care if he's maybe declined. He is number one. Yeah? Whether that's on his day or not. I don't care. He's number one. Yeah? So, in terms of top three in his position, there you go. You look at it from a clout point of view. I just said so. Like, third most followed footballer on social media. There you go. It makes so much sense. He's a statement signing, guys. And if we don't want to sign him on a permanent, then fine. Do a loan deal. When you think about it, he's got 3 years left on his PSG contract, in which he had to automatically sign last season up until 2025. So, okay, he has 3 years left. PSG want to get rid of him because Mbappe is the face of the project and Messi's definitely going to stay another season, right? So they really don't want to cramp up the wage bill. I mean, after Mbappe's contract, I mean, that's a lot of wages they're paying just to Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar alone. That is mad. Like, the wages they're paying those three is crazy. And you've seen Mbappe's numbers in terms of the contract and everything else, the signing bonus, everything else. Like, it's gone up levels. It's broken it's just broken. Let's just keep things real. So they want to even free up the wage bill. Okay, let's pay half his wages. Apparently he's on 600 grand a week. Okay, we pay 300 of that. They pay 300 of that. They're saving. They're not paying half of Neymar's wages for a whole season. That could save them quite a bit of money, to be fair. And with us, it will give us time to assess him. Let's see if he can stay fit, just in terms of availability. Let's see if he can be consistent, and let's see how he suits the Premier League. Will he do well? Will he not? It's one of those ones where it's a gamble worth taking, because if it works, we can add in an option to buy and buy him for like 40, 50 million. If it doesn't work, just send him back to PSG, because he'll have 2 years left on his contract and they still have time to sell him then. And on top of that, where's Neymar gone? If Neymar actually leaves, where the hell will Neymar go? Juventus? No. Juventus cannot afford him. They will not get him. He'd cook in that league, but they're not going to get him. Barcelona? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to go back there. Real Madrid, I think, could be a possibility. They do need an attacker, somebody for that right-hand side, although if they was to buy Neymar, he'd be on the left and Vinny would move to the right-hand side, of course. So maybe Real Madrid, but yeah, that could be a possibility, because I don't know who else they're really going to sign. Bayern Munich, absolutely no chance. Then in terms of the Prem, Man City, Liverpool, it's not happening. Now, I'm not going to lie, before we even end it off with Neymar, I actually do think he will stay at PSG. I think he will stay at PSG. But if he was to leave, a Chelsea move is not impossible. He's a world-class player, one of the best players that you've ever seen play the game. I don't care how old you are. He is one of the best players you've ever seen. He's one of the best players I've ever seen. He's my top 3 GOATs. I can't even lie. I'm a young guy, innit? So I wasn't old enough to watch Ronaldinho in his prime. I was not old enough to watch some of these absolute legends in their prime. I was old enough to watch Neymar in his prime. Yeah? And at one point in his prime, this guy was better than Lionel Messi, bro. I'm telling you. At one point, this guy was the best player in the world. Yeah? We're talking about a player here who should have had a Ballon d'Or by now. He should have a Ballon d'Or by now. No questions about it. But Messi and Ronaldo exist, and their PR is just insane. It just blows up the world. Let's just keep things real. So, tell me your thoughts on Neymar. I spent 10 minutes talking about him. I want to know your thoughts. Would you take him on a permanent? Would you take him on a loan because you're thinking of the concerns? What do you think about the fact that I said, you know, it could be a franchise player? He's that statement signing that Todd Bowley wants. And from a financial point of view, it makes sense because he increases just revenue on all sorts of levels, whether it's player shirt sales, whether it's social media on our Instagram followers go up a level, or Twitter followers go up a level. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether it brings more people to watch us as a football team. You know, it gets us more Brazilians supporting Chelsea as well. It kind of could make sense. So tell me your thoughts on Neymar down below. I think a loan with an option to buy would make sense. I think it lets us balance out to see where Neymar is really at in his career. And I think that's a good shout. Anyway, next thing I want to talk about real quick is obviously Raheem Sterling, and then afterwards Ousmane Dembele to end the video. Obviously, when it comes to Raheem Sterling, it looks like Chelsea will come in with a new proposal for him. Apparently, they're already discussing personal terms, and then I've seen a report come out saying that Sterling obviously wants to start his future before pre-season, which is obviously fair enough. You know, when you come back from holiday, you want to know where you're going to be at before pre-season. Are you going to stay at Manchester City, or are you going to move to a Chelsea? Now, when it comes to Raheem Sterling, you've already heard my thoughts on him. You know, there's a video out there, check it out. Just to say on Sterling, by the way, and just to sort of have a short briefing on him. Look, if Sterling comes in with a Dembele next to him and a world-class player that could be a statement signing like a Neymar, then I don't mind that. Because at the end of the day, he does upgrade our attack. But if he's coming in by himself or with a Richarlison, then I'm pissed. I can't even lie, I'm fuming. Because there's a lot of deficiencies and quite a lot of weaknesses in his game that people actually don't realize. Like, for example, if this guy cannot make a decision in time, he will just hold on to the ball way too much. Way too much. Yeah? And as well, he gets himself in so many great positions and he, you know, fluffs his lines a lot of the time. But he does score a lot of tap-ins too. So that's a good thing as well. So we'll see what sort of happens with Sterling. And another thing, people try to point out his strengths like his dribbling. Don't get twisted by his dribbling, okay? That guy's dribbling is just slightly better than Timo Werner's, okay? At the end of the day, he relies on his pace to dribble, okay? And the positive for Raheem Sterling is he's really good at 1-2s. So in terms of that quick play that could get us to break down a low block, could help potentially. Overall, I do think Sterling's a good player. I do respect him. But let's not act like he's total levels. I'm seeing people saying Sterling over Neymar. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? Sterling over Neymar. I'm seeing people say no to Neymar. Neymar, fam. Nah, you're delusional. This is what I mean about people in this country. How are you not taking Neymar? What, because he's not a road runner? Because he's not a road runner. Oh, he's lazy. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's just bullshit. Oh, he dies. He's a crybaby. So what? So what? Yeah? People talk about, oh, this guy would upgrade our attack and upgrade our attack. You know, I said it before with the likes of Sterling. Maybe a Richarlison. Maybe a Rafinha. I've said it with these guys before, yeah? These guys may upgrade our attack. But it doesn't mean I want them. Because you know what I want, yeah? In terms of the attack, I want players that are going to take us from here to here. And I think Sterling takes us from here to here. Neymar takes us from here to here, out the screen. Dembele, who I'm going to talk to you about next real quick, takes us from here to here, in my opinion, because of his profile, because of the way he plays. Obviously, he's brilliant at creating chances, one of the best creators, you know, in his position as well. So it kind of makes sense. When it comes to Dembele as well, yeah, just to end it off on him real quick, yeah, because I really just wanted to talk about him, Sterling, and Neymar, especially Neymar. Dembele, it's in God's hands. Let's just keep it real. It's in God's hands at this point. It looks like we actually haven't made an offer yet for him, according to reports. We've had informal talks, of course, but it looks like we actually haven't made an official contract offer to Dembele yet. And I think that's because if we do, then that might get Barcelona to up their offer, because Dembele and his team could use that to get Barcelona to up the fee. Now, it looks like Barcelona are not going to budge. It looks like they're not going to offer him another deal that improves their previous one. They're going to keep on the same one, which is a wage cut, and which Dembele doesn't mind. But the signing bonus apparently is a problem. And I've heard that Chelsea are willing to actually give him the signing bonus he wants. But Dembele has realised that he's willing to take a pay cut. So that is a good thing. One thing that does throw me off with Dembele, though, is if he comes to Chelsea, and I saw this, it says that he would be our highest earner. Now, Kante's on 290k a week. and he's our highest earner, obviously, because Lukaku's gone. So I'm thinking to myself, 300k for Dembele. That's thrown me off a bit. I still want him, but that's thrown me off quite massively. I can't lie to you guys. So we'll see what happens in terms of that. Personally, I actually do think we'll get Dembele in the end. I don't think he's going to extend at Barcelona. I think next week could really be key in terms of clarification for the likes of him and Sterling as well for our attack. And let's see if we can get in other players like a centre back and etc. etc. So I think next week is a huge week. If I'm not seeing a player that's confirmed, if I don't see a here we go from Fabrizio Romano for a player, whether that's a Ousmane Dembele or a Sterling or a De Ligt or a Koundé, if I don't hear here we go at one point next week, then I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? All this praise we're giving to Todd Bowley, yet nothing's happened yet. And by the way, everyone needs to relax on Todd. I understand all the rumors and stuff, like, you know, he looks like he's really working his socks off. You know, I don't even know if he's getting any sleep right now. But let's relax. We need to actually see some activity. We need to see that statement signing coming in. We need to see that money being spent, and we need to see Thomas Tuchel back. So yeah, tell me your thoughts on everything. Neymar, would you take him? Would you not? Tell me your reasons why. Raheem Sterling, what are you saying on him? You know, would you take him? Do you think his deficiencies will? It's one of those ones where do you think would you take him if it meant he came on his own, or if he came with a Richarlison? Would you be happy with that, or would you be happy if Sterling came in with a Dembele and another attacker that's actually levels? Do you get what I'm saying? So tell me your thoughts on that situation. And then Dembele, do you think we'll get him or not? Do you think he'll stay at Barcelona and just take the pay cut, or do you reckon he might come to Chelsea and, you know, link up with Thomas Tuchel again? Because in my opinion, that one's in God's hands. I ain't in no one's hands. That's in God's hands. I don't know what's going to happen there. You get me? So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications, follow my social media down below. And, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for a brand new video. Well, not tomorrow. I don't know when, to be honest with you. So, yeah. I'm going to stop the waffling and I'm going to go. So, yeah. Have a nice one, guys. Stay blessed. Okay. That's it.